Hello out there, everyone. I hope you're doing well and having a good start to the weekend. I'm back with a contest update, talk about a record. Then I wanted to show three records that I won in an auction and one record that I picked up that I thought was sounded very interesting, a power pop album of a group I've never heard of. And there's a little bit of information about it on Discogs. So what I want to begin doing here is, first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you out there in the vinyl community. Thank you so much for your participation. Wow, I'm at 471 subscribers. I did not expect that, but I am very grateful and very appreciative to you folks out there. Thank you so much. So what I want to read is a list of names of the folks who have participated in the contest. I've created a playlist. If I didn't mention you, please let me know as soon as possible. We have over 45 entries. So let me begin, and I'll try to go through this pretty quick. Garage Geek, Jason Skills, Davey Strange, and I forgot the other part of his name, but he makes a lot of videos, but he's not in his videos. Glenn Calloway, Doug Anderson, Jeff Calico Silver, Lloyd Boone, Boon, Captain Ron, that's Ron Haggerty, formerly known as the Vinyl Sanctuary, Roberts on my turntable, Christian at CGC Vinyl, Garrett at Sound Lab Studios, Rachel's Ghost, Rachel, who does a lot of morning live streams, Rob the Wax, he ends his videos, wax out. Jeff's Hard Rock and Vinyl, hopefully I correctly if I said that wrong. Jeff Speaker's Corner, Berwick Shire Mike, I might have said that wrong and I apologize. A very young man that some of these people are new to me, like the one I just mentioned, and a very young man here who showed some really cool classical music records. Legopiadi. Alrighty, and Michael P. Dawson, which folks, he makes a lot of great music, and I have a one album of his, and it's so good. Vinylizing Progger, Richard. Happy Hippie, the Vinyl Guy, Rod. The Sweet Miss 80s, Beth. Tony 2 from the Trunk. Mr. Elliot Cruz, Lazy Dogs. Randall Weaver. Dave, the Pickup Artist. Don, Old Goats Vinyl. Art, the North Carolina Vinyl Picker. Again, Art, thanks for sending me that Who single. I had the picture sleeve, I found it, and now they are together. George Allen LP CDs. Boz the Vinyl Channel. Sam St. John. Christian Osorio. Chris from Record Talk, Balden Boomer, Greg 1950, no, I'm sorry, Gray 1951, his name is Mike, sorry about that. Marsha P, Rich Strickler, Richard Calvin Wazoo, big Zappa fan. Peter, I'm going to spell his last name. Xuereb. Craig, vinyl record player. Void Plastic. Royce in the house. Gary, physical format. Another man. Thank you all so much. I'm just speechless. Craig AZ Music Haven. And number 45 is Mark Triangle. I'm going to spell it TWANGERS Turntable. So, wow. Thank y'all so much. I don't know what to say, but just thank you. I'm very much appreciative. I really am. So, again, if I left out a name, I apologize. If I haven't seen your video and I didn't mention it, let me know as soon as possible. The contest ends on February 11th. Okay. Now I'm going to show some records. Talk a little bit about one of them. Before I showed this record, I wanted to go see Sam St. John's video that he did on the albums that shaped our lives. And I kind of wanted to do something like that. Talk about a few records, maybe a 5 series where I do 5 videos about 5 records that changed my life. For sure, one of them, for most of all, was Dark Side of the Moon. It is my all-time favorite album. But I went to go see Sam St. John's video on the album Bob Dylan, Mercy. And what was interesting is I know it early in this week, and I don't remember when he made his video, but earlier this week, I've been listening to this album, and it's been on rotation for at least the last 4 or 5 days. I love the record. It came out in 1989, so I went to go see, and I enjoyed hearing Sam St. John's story and talk about this record, talk about some of the songs on there. I didn't realize that how there's some religious things going on in their song Ring Them Bells. I love that song. I know when I saw him in concert, which was the Love and Theft tour, back a long time ago around my birthday, or the day after my birthday, my wife hooked us up with tickets, and it was great show. And I want to say, and I don't remember what song he did from this album, but I know he did one. But anyway, I love this record. And like I said, I've been listening to it quite a bit this week. My favorite song, and it's a very, very dark song, is Man in the Long Black Coat. And it has those guitar licks that kind of remind me of Dire Straits a little bit, Martin Offner. And, I haven't looked to see who all plays on this record. I remember when this record came out, and I do remember on FM radio, the song that I heard a lot was Everything Is Broken. In fact, someone was using, one of those radio station DJs was using that as like their background music for one of their shows, for that song Everything Is Broken, which is such a good song. Then as I was listening to the record, I started to think back when I was young and I first started learning how to play the guitar. My gym coach taught guitar lessons, so I signed up, and I'll never forget the very first song he taught me was Bob Dylan's You Ain't Going Nowhere. He taught me how to play that. I got that song down. I still play it from once in a while. My favorite song to play on the guitar is One More Cup of Coffee. I love that song. But anyway, I remember learning that song, and I would say that was the gateway. From that point on, I went and bought records to hear more Bob Dylan songs and became a fan. I'm still a fan to this day. I love all his records, his catalog. And my wife, she's a fan of Bob Dylan. In fact, she said, if I ever met him, I would most likely give him a kiss on the lips. And I said, you go right ahead. And she said, because he is such a genius. Okay. So, like I said, I saw him in concert. And this was around a time when this album came out. I was still listening to Yes, The Who, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, and around that time. And so had to go get this. Had it on CD at once, but don't know what I did with it. I might have gave it to one of my sons. Who knows? Okay, now like I mentioned, I want to give a shout out to Art, the North Carolina vinyl picker. He sent me a photo and asked me, "Do you have this Who single? See Me, Feel Me?" I said, "No." We were, talking through email. I do not have it, but I have the picture sleeve to it. And the way that the way I received this picture sleeve, my wife, we were at a flea market and she bought a bunch of 45 Justice sleeves, and the guy sold her like as many as she wanted for $1. And this was one of them. And another one was a Bob Dylan one, and I don't remember what it is. I need to get the 45 for it. But this was in there. I hung on to it because I said, one day I'm going to get the single. Well, Art, he sent me the single. And the flip side is the tune Overture from Tommy. So now I want to say thank you, Art. Appreciate it very, very much. And now they are joined together, 45 and picture sleeve. Okay, now I want to show some of my auction wins. I had won 3 records, and I finally got a copy of Klaus Schulze. This is his album Black Dance. He is a member of the Tangerine Dream. I love this record. In fact, I haven't done this in a while. I know folks kind of remember doing this when I give my records love, but I am so happy to have this in the collection. It was one that I'm missing. I love the artwork in this album, and the music is so good. I had a friend a long, long time ago, back in the day. Don't remember his name, but I see his face. But he's the one that got me into Tangerine Dream because I was hanging out with them and he was playing cassettes by that group. So anyway, finally added that to the collection. And then I scored my first Status Quo album, If You Can't Stand the Heat. And I love this album cover. I got to take it out because I really want to show it. This is Status Quo. Haven't got a chance to listen to it, but I got my first Status Quo record here. And it's on this I love this vertical. It's not the swirl, which I like the swirl, but I really like the spaceship. Very, very cool label. And so I haven't got a chance to listen to this yet, but I will give it a spin for sure. Happy to have my first Status Quo album. The other thing that I won was a sealed copy, a family style with Stevie Ray and his bro, the Vaughn brothers. And I do remember the song Telephone Song, and maybe, TikTok. That's another one. And so it's produced by Niles Rodgers. And check out that young photo. Kind of reminds me of me and my brother when we were younger. But it's still sealed. And I haven't got a chance to open it, but I will. I'm curious about the track, Hillbillies from Outer Space. You know what? Good Texan. I know some good Texans. And this other record I picked up one night, my daughter wanted me to take her to run some errands, and we stopped by Half Price. I looked in the clearance records, and she bought me this. And it says on Discogs it's a power pop band, so I said, okay, I'm sold. The band is the Yanks, Yanks, made in the States. And I haven't got a chance to it needs an inner sleeve, that's all. But it's on this record label called DTI. records. It's practically brand new. I even reached out to my good friend Stephen Schneed to ask him about this, and he said it might have been something that was released locally. Well, it winded up down here in Texas, where I'm at. So I looked it up, and when I saw Power Pop, I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it. Just a couple of bucks. So there you have it, folks. Contest update. Again, thank you so much for everyone's participation. Thank you, all the new subscribers. I'm getting wonderful comments from people finally that I got to know during this whole time period of the contest. So thank you so much. It ends on February the 11th, and now I'm going to go ahead and say peaceful vibes to you all out there, and enjoy music. You know, music is therapy. It is for me. See you soon, folks.